Okay, so here I am for round 2. Look at this. You're not going to believe it. It's already getting better. That's what happens. Progress, not perfection, right? And don't give up. Just keep going. That's my motto, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm dedicated. I've been thinking about it since yesterday, since I made the other video. And all I wanted to do is get it in shape, and that was one of my main goals today, is get this kitchen under control. So that's what we're working on, folks. Yes, I am. And you can see I still have my dishes here that need to be rinsed. I have my space ready. I have this I was getting ready to wash. I have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, pile 6. Everything else looks pretty good in here. This is washed off, that's washed off. I gotta tidy it up a little bit, but not too shabby. But I did take the time to go ahead and go upstairs, and I took care of the baby. I nursed her. She did wake up for a little bit because my husband has some music playing, and that music makes it to where if it gets a loud beat, it wakes her up. So that's what happened. So she was just kind of squawking and fussing, and so I nursed her back to sleep. And then I put my 2-minute makeup on, just did some brows, a little bit of blush, a little bit of lip gloss. That's it. I did touch a little bit of eyeliner. Didn't do any mascara or anything else. See? Not too shabby, but it's a prettier face to look at than the first one, right? And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hopefully the water isn't too loud. I'm just going to try to talk louder so you can hear it. Because sometimes it's kind of loud when you do sink stuff, but that's probably where Martha Silly, Marcia Silly, whatever, I said it wrong. The original Fly Lady, that's where she started, was washing her dishes, and that's why she called it Sink Reflections. It's just a matter of doing a little bit every day and keeping up with it, but sometimes I just have a harder time, You don't know the life I've lived. You don't know the hell I've been through. You don't know the things I've had to face. Maybe someday I'll tell you. But me too, They have that saying, that thing that went around for a long time, and I didn't choose to stand up at that time and say anything. But me too. And if you don't know what that means, that's okay. It's no harm done. Make sure that I keep things simple. I don't work them up too big in my head, Like yesterday, or when I did that video, it was yesterday or the day before when I recorded the house. It was just like, that shows you how long it's been since we did the dishes. But when you do that, it's like you make a mountain out of a molehill a little bit, I knew it wasn't horrendous, and I knew once the kids got up, they were going to pick up, but I knew the kitchen wasn't going to get finished until I tackled it, because it was just too much, and everybody was too behind, and I just like to get a fresh start and make sure it's mama clean, and then once it's mama clean, then everybody can get back to their routines, because it's a lot easier. And oh well, and maybe you do it different, and maybe you can get your kids to do better. Good for you. You deserve a prize. I, however, don't do that. I have a hard time parenting sometimes. Whatever, who cares? We parent the way we want to parent, and we do the best we can do. That's all we can do. And I have a lot of other things going on, and I'm just going to keep it plugging along. But I'm kind of excited because just seeing the progress at that 15 minutes made. I did 15 minutes of tidying the room up where I did on the original video, and then I did 15 minutes of washing the dishes, and I'm going to be doing another 15 minutes here. So I'm just going to see how many of these how many sessions it actually is going to take to get this kitchen done. But, the kitchen isn't that dirty. The kitchen has dirty dishes. The kitchen has... My alarm went off, so I had to turn it off, or I was going to keep going back on, saying I needed to feed Millie, but guess what? I already fed her, so I didn't need the alarm. I just forgot to turn it off. So, so I'm doing the dishes, and just doing them for 15 minutes at a time makes it so it's doable. And after that 15-minute alarm goes off, I just do some other things. Like I switched the laundry. I had some laundry brought downstairs. I did my makeup. Like, there's a lot of things you can do in a 15-minute span. So just trying to make sure I stay on top of it is what's really important. So let me see which one I feel like tackling. I'll do these bowls. I notice if I do some little ones and then some big ones, then the job doesn't seem so much. Change the water on this one. So I'm getting it all under control. It's just cool to see how fast we go. I know this from history. That's why I went ahead and did it. It's not like this is my first time discovering I could get my kitchen clean in a short amount of time. I do this all the time. 30 years worth. Hello, you think I'm an idiot? I mean, no offense, but if you've been doing the same job your whole life, I don't know about you, but I get bored. And I don't like doing the same thing over and over. So I keep trying to find different ways because never has it worked consistently one way. I've got to keep doing different things. Like sometimes I might have to turn some music on. Sometimes I might listen to a podcast. Sometimes I might listen to a book on tape. Sometimes I might have to talk to people on YouTube. Sometimes I might have to listen to YouTube videos. Sometimes I might listen to recipes or positive motivational speakers. Sometimes I just talk to kids. Sometimes I'm doing it while I'm waiting for something to bake in the oven. Sometimes it's like, right, isn't that how you are? Don't you do things at different times for different reasons? It's just, you do what it takes, you do what works. It just so happened that today, it was a day that I wanted to show you how I do it. This is a messy kitchen, and this is how I get it done. It's just talking it through it, right? You think it through, why not talk it through? So I'm just talking you through what I'm thinking. But it'll disappear shortly. It doesn't take forever. I imagine about an hour because of the breaks I have to take, but an hour of actual dishwashing at the most is what it's going to take. If I had done it every day this week, it would have took about 60 minutes too. It would have just been 10 minutes a day. So now I'm just doing it a pile at a time, and there's another 60 minutes. So it just depends on if you want to do your minutes in one day, I guess, or if you want to do it a little bit every day. It's just personal preferences. And like I said in the first video, you know, I don't need anybody to beat me up and tell me, well, you should do it this way and you should do it that way. And I do love when you give suggestions in case I haven't tried them, but don't be offended if I've already tried them. Hey, Ozias, could you shut the doors back there? The washer's a little loud. Thank you. When you've got tips and tricks for me, sure, great, I'll try it if I haven't tried it before. But if I've already tried it before, you know, then that's what I'm saying is I'm looking for a cheerleader. Do you want to be my cheerleader? And just say, go, Mama, you can do this. And I'm just telling you, sometimes that little bit of positivity is all I need. But that's what I'm here for you for, is I want to encourage you. I want, you know, just tell me, oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time with this, that, or the other. And I can tell you if I can relate, and I can tell you how I did it, and I can tell you, however, that's what girlfriends do, right? That's what friends do. We cheer each other on. There's even probably guys on here that maybe just like to hear a mama's voice and a mama's chat and whatever. It's just, we're all here for each other. It's like we're all on God's playground. And how well do we play with God's kids? You know, do you play well on the playground with others? Do you smile? Are you kind? Are you polite? Do you let others go first ahead of you? But do you speak up when you're sad and when you're hurt? I think it's better to express my feelings and my thoughts and my desires than to hold them in and keep them secret, right? And then just explode. It's like a release of some sort. And it's just helpful when you're just booyah, cheering each other on, supporting each other. You know, they say that with trees, right? Trees, if you have certain trees that have a root system where they have to be planted together because they do better when their roots intertwine, they strengthen each other. And that's how women are. I think we're supposed to learn that lesson. There's so many lessons we can learn from nature. You know, if you don't take care of it, it'll die. If you don't nurture it and water it and give it sunshine and the nourishment it needs, it'll die or wither away and slowly die. And people are a lot the same. You know, if we don't tend to them and take care of them and encourage them and support them, then they die. And I don't want to die. I have lots of reasons to live. You know, just use those lessons to kind of help us and encourage us and motivate us. I've already finished that first huge stack of bowls, and now I'm on the second stack. They look so much easier once they're all washed and cleaned up. And I put them in this hot soapy water. Right now, these bowls they've got dried on cereal from yesterday. Some of them have salad from last night because no, I didn't do the dishes dishes last night. So I'm just gonna leave them sitting there while I rinse. And then bada bing, bada boom, they'll be ready for new dish water after I'm done. And that's a trick for when you got nasty dishes. Just get some hot soapy water. Just know that you don't have to wash your dishes in that gross water. You will have to stick your hand in it and drain it. So what? Wash them. Call it good. But once you've filled it up with hot soapy water, you can pull all those dishes out and then put them back in, and now you have clean dishes to wash. They're not like clean enough to eat on, but they're not grody and making your water all gross. And I like clean water when I wash dishes. So that's kind of my trick. I try to teach my kids that, but they don't seem to like that as much as I do, and maybe you won't either, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. Now, so to give you a tip, try it, and if it works for you, great. And you probably know that already, right? If it doesn't work, then skip it and go to the next one. If it does work, then try it. My point is just don't give up. Just keep trying. Look for ways to make it work. Look for ways to make it happen. Look for things you can do to change things up. Just keeping a positive mentality is what's really most important. But I needed a cheerleader, right? So I'm kind of cheering myself on right now. That's what we have to do sometimes. Or maybe there's nobody around to cheer you on. Maybe you're not reaching out to me. Maybe you're just one of those people who likes to keep it all in yourself. Well, then cheer yourself on. Whatever you need to hear, say that to yourself, and maybe that'll help you out. So I'm going to drain this load and see if I can get these other bowls in. You know, and if it's working the way I think, you know, it probably take me, I can probably do, let's see, so I already did all of these bowls right here and all of these bowls here. And now I have these bowls that I'm going to do. And then I think that'll use up the 10 minutes. And then I have this huge silver bowl. I have these glass dishes. And I think I might be able to get all three of these sets in 15 minutes. And then I think I can clear out the rest of this in 15 minutes. I might even be able to get these done in the 15 minutes I'm in. So I think about 30 to 40 minutes I could have all these dishes done, and who knows, I might be able to get them done faster and sooner. I'm not really trying to go super fast. I'm just trying to enjoy the process, so we'll see how it goes. I'll keep working. And a lot of people have mentioned that they noticed when they saw my kitchen that I have 2 trash cans. I have an island that doesn't have a sink on it, but I think even if I had a sink in the middle of my island, I would totally do this. You know, I like to throw in a tip here and there. Well, this is one that I came up without a necessity. So while that's filling up with water, I just love my Dawn dish soap. I throw that everywhere. That's like the magic trick of all of them. So here's what I do. So I have my island, right? This is my island. If I had a sink in it or a stove in it, I would do the same thing. But I have a garbage can on this side, and I have a garbage can on this side. And that just makes it to where I can constantly have trash thrown away. My 2 boys are in charge of emptying those out at least once a day. Usually about once is all it takes, but sometimes they don't do it and it has to be done the next morning, so then they have to technically do it twice if I'm following them around, like I said with the dogs, right? If I'm making sure they do it. So, but I'm just convinced that if I'm negative, then I'm not going to be able to get work done. It just saps my energy. I'm really big on positive energy, and as long as I'm focusing on the positive, I can get stuff done. If I'm focusing on the negative, it's just going to get worse. It's going to get way worse before it can get better, and it won't get better as long as I'm being grumpy and negative. So it's funny, somebody the other day was just, I've heard this comment many times, so that's why I'm going to say something about it. It's really funny, but actually I'll tell you in the next video. I'm going to wrap this one up. I only have 3 more dishes to go, so I'm going to say goodbye. Just thank you for watching. I hope that this was encouraging to you, and I hope that you're willing to stick with me. I'm going to have a couple more until these dishes are done, so hopefully you can keep cheering me on, and I'll be here for you. Thanks so much. We'll have this be continued for part 3 today.